In last video, we were learning about the pedigree analysis. To know the pattern of inheritance of traits in human being, we use pedigree analysis. Actually, we were learning the genetic disorders or Mendelian disorders that occurs in human being, and we know that these Mendelian disorders follow the pattern of inheritance like the Mendelian pattern of inheritance followed by this Mendelian disorder. So if these disorders follow the Mendelian's pattern of inheritance, so that traits may be dominant, may be recessive like the Mendelian traits. Likewise, these traits or these disorders may be sex-linked or may be autosomal. So, suppose a pedigree chart given to you. This is the pedigree chart for sickle cell anemia in this 3 generation of a human family. That this is the pedigree chart given. Suppose this chart is given to you for the trait sickle cell anemia present in which person in which generation. So this is the chart given. Now you can see that in this chart, this is the first generation, the parents are normal, we can see. This is the second generation, this one, these are the second generation. Here we can see that these two individuals are affected, means these individuals have the disease sickle cell anemia. Suppose this daughter is married with this person, and again in the third generation we can see that this male is also shows the disease or sickle cell anemia. So suppose this chart is given for the sickle cell anemia in a family, and now you have to identify that. So this trait, the sickle cell anemia trait, is dominant or recessive. So you can see that in last video we learned that if the trait or disorder or disease appeared in all the generation, that will be dominant. But if there is the gap in any generation, suppose in this parental generation there is no disease, but in this generation it is present. So if the disease is not present in this parent, means in one generation, in first generation there is no disease, but in the second generation disease is present, it means that trait must be recessive. If the trait skip a generation, मतलब किसी जनरेशन में यदि वो डिजीज नहीं दिख रहा है, so that disease may be the recessive disease. So this is the, it means this is the recessive, this disease is the recessive. So now we learn one thing, that the question was this pedigree is or this disease is dominant or recessive. So because this disease is not present in this generation, parental generation, so if the disease present in the offsprings or progeny but not present in the parent, that disease must be recessive. Now we have another question, that this given chart or this disease is autosomal or sex-linked, means the gene for this disease present on the autosomes or sex-linked. So now you see that suppose first of all in the sex-linked disease it follow the criss-cross inheritance, as well as if the sex-linked disease is dominant, it will be more common in females, but if the sex-linked disease is recessive, it will be more common in males. So we have already decided that this disease is the recessive disease, because in this generation there is no, means it is. So it is a question, is it is autosomal recessive or sex-linked recessive? Now first you think, suppose this is the sex-linked recessive, तो पता लगाना है कि is it sex-linked recessive or autosomal recessive. Now you see, suppose this male is have disease, and suppose this is the सेक्स लिंक्ड मान लिया जाए कि ये सेक्स लिंक्ड है. So in this condition, suppose this is the sex linked, so we know that sex linked inheritance follow the pattern of crisscross. It means his mother must be carrier, because a mother transfer her sex-linked gene to the son. This is the crisscross. So mother must be carrier. But the question is, for this mother, suppose this is the carrier, so from where she will get the gene? So a mother or a daughter, now here we use the term daughter, must get the sex-linked gene from the father. So from father it will come in the daughter, and again from the daughter or this female or this mother it comes to the son. So if suppose this daughter is the carrier and get the sex-linked gene from the father, because father provides his sex-linked gene to the daughter. So this father, suppose this is the father has the sex-linked gene, so father must be affected, because father is hemizygous and a single recessive allele can appear the disease. But here we can see that in this chart this father is normal. It means this is not the sex-linked trait. It means it is autosomal trait. So two questions we solved, that this chart is dominant or recessive. Second question, this is autosomal or sex-linked. So now we learned that this disease, that given disease that we are learning, this is autosomal recessive. And now suppose question asks that now you now find the genotype of the individuals. So because we already proved that this is the autosomal recessive, so for the gene we can use the letter A as symbol. So because it is autosomal recessive disease, means their genotype will be homozygous recessive. For this also genotype will be this, and for this also genotype will be this. And now see this. So for this condition, this daughter or this mother must be carrier, and that father also must be carrier, because when the reproduction occurs it gives the ratio 3:1. So 3 to get this condition, both we know that the progeny or an offspring receive a recessive gene from both parents. So in both parent must be heterozygous. In that condition only there will be the homozygous recessive condition, because in this cross the ratio will be 1:2:1 or 3:1. So this is the condition. And suppose we want to know the genotype of these parents, so they also must be carrier, because in that condition only the ratio will be 3:1. So to get this genotype or this genotype, this parent must be carrier. If they will reproduce, they can produce this type of genotype in the progeny. So this is the autosomal recessive disease, and now you can find what will be the genotype also we learned here. Now we talk the another disease. This is a chart given. You have to find out this is the dominant or recessive. So you can see that in this chart the disease is not present in the parent, but in the offsprings or progeny in second and third generation the disease is present. Means this disease is skip this generation. It means it must be recessive. Now the question is, it is autosomal or sex linked. सो पहले डिसाइड करेंगे कि ये सेक्स लिंक्ड है कि नहीं. तो बिकॉज इन ऑल द जनरेशन वी सीन दैट ओनली मेल्स आर अफेक्टेड, एंड वी नो दैट द सेक्स लिंक्ड रिसेसिव ट्रेट इज मोर कॉमन इन मेल्स. सो डेफिनेटली दिस चार्ट विल बी द डिजीज फॉर द सेक्स लिंक्ड, बिकॉज दिस इज appeared only in the male. Second thing is that if it is, first of all it is recessive, second it is the sex linked, then what will be the genotype? Suppose this is the disease hemophilia, this is the chart for hemophilia. So we can write, this is the symbol, we can use X H Y. This is the small h. This is the gene for hemophilia. That will be the genotype, and the genotype of this individual will be X H Y. This is the hemizygous condition. Now for this also the genotype will be this. Now you see that you know that a son get sex-linked gene from the mother. It means this mother must be carrier. This mother is normal, but she must be carrier, and father will be normal, because यहाँ पे एक भी यदि रिसेसिव जीन हो जाएगा, so that person, that father must be diseased. So in this condition also, this daughter also must be carrier, because there is the gene. We know that the mother can transfer her sex-linked gene to the son. So this is the condition. In this condition also, the genotype of this mother also must be carrier, and the father must be normal. So this is the condition. So we learned here it is the sex linked, because in all the generation only the males are affected. Second, the parents of the affected are not affected. It means they are carriers. It means they are carriers, and the gene is recessive, because in the parent the disease is not present, but in the children or offspring disease is present, means it must be recessive. It is X-linked gene, because the heterozygous female for hemophilia, this is the heterozygous female for hemophilia, may transmit disease to the sons. So here she transferred the disease to the son. Here also this mother transferred to the son. Here also this mother transferred this disease to the son. So it must be sex-linked and must be recessive. Likewise, this one is also autosomal linked and must be recessive. While this is the myotonic dystrophy. This is the disease. This is the disease of muscles in which the contractility of muscles increases, but its relaxation decreases, especially for the muscles of face, muscles of neck, that it contract but do not relax. So that is the called myotonic dystrophy. It is very rare disease. So this chart will be the dominant, autosomal dominant, because appeared in the all generation, but it not be the sex linked, क्योंकि मेल फीमेल दोनों में appear है disease इस कारण से भी. And second thing is that this transfer from in all generation it is present. So this is the dominant. So genotype, this is the dominant, autosomal dominant. So these are the condition for dominant. So they may be homozygous dominant or heterozygous dominant. Suppose this is the heterozygous dominant, that is the also heterozygous dominant. Suppose this is also heterozygous dominant, this is also heterozygous dominant, because a dominant trait can appear in both homozygous and hetero. And if there is no disease, it means they must be recessive. They must be recessive. So genotype will be, this is a recessive genotype. Okay, thank you.